Good morning, my dear fourth standard children. So, we are going to do our second language, English. We are going to go to page number 24, which talks about a rhyme. In this rhyme, it talks about vegetables. First, we will sing the rhyme for you and then I will explain about it. So, let's listen, children. Did you cut it?
Tomatoes are red, beans are green, brinjal has a crown, just like a queen. Potatoes are brown, onions are pink, carrot have a juice, which I can drink. Vegetables make me healthy and wise. I eat some daily with roti and rice. Tomatoes are red, beans are green, a brinjal has a crown, just like a queen. Potatoes are brown, onions are pink, carrots have a juice, which I can drink. Vegetables make me healthy and wise. I eat some daily with roti and rice.
So, did you listen to the rhyme, children? You must have enjoyed it. And teachers, thank you so much. Okay, children, let's continue. So, you heard about some vegetables in that rhyme, right? Let's look at which are the names that you heard. Okay, so you heard about tomatoes that are red, correct? And then beans that are green, brinjal that has a crown, carrots which we can eat raw as well as we can make juice. Now, you know, children love carrots, and carrot we can eat it even raw. Okay, and then potato also, kids love potato, even most of the elders love potatoes. So you heard about the vegetables, and what I want you to do is learn that song and send it to me on the voice recording in your assignment group. Let me move on to page number 25. Now, this is page number 25, and on page number 25, here it talks about read the following poem and fill in the blanks with the words given below. And it says, then recite. Look at this picture, children, clearly. You will see a boy and then sunlight, and you notice his shadow. So this poem talks about the shadow, and there are a few words down in the bracket. I'll read it for you. It says in this rhyme, the rhyme is incomplete, there are blanks there. You have to take those words and fill in the blank and then recite it as a rhyme. Let's see. So the words below are top, me, sit, hops, stops, and sings. So the rhyme goes like this. When the sun shines, I can see. My shadow is right in front of dash. When I walk, my shadow walks. When I hop, my shadow dash. When I jump, my shadow jumps. And when I stop, my shadow dash. Now you must have noticed, children, when it's dark and you walk, especially in the moonlight, you will see your shadow moving along with you. Whatever action you do, the shadow will also do. Correct. So you see these words below and fill in, and then what I want you to do is, once you fill in, you make your own tune, recite the song, try, and once you're done with it, you send me a video recording of this. Now remember children, page number 24, tomatoes are red, voice recording. Page number 25, you have to make your own tune, sing it as a rhyme and send it to me as a video recording. Done children? Now, I'm going to move on to page number 26. Now, page number 26 is a very interesting story. Okay, it talks about a house of mirrors. Look at this, page number 26 talks about a house of mirrors. Okay, I'm going to tell you the story first, and then we will move on to the reading and the difficult words. Done, children? Are you ready to listen to the story? Okay. So in this lesson, it talks about a house of mirrors. Now the house of mirrors is a folk story written by a Japanese person. Okay, and what happened? What do you hear in the story? I will tell you the story. Let's listen. Village. Village the school. In a far, long time ago, in a faraway village, the village looked so beautiful. There was a wonderful house, and that house was called a house of mirrors. What was in this house? There was thousands of mirrors in this house. And in the same village, there were some animals. Now these animals, especially there was a dog, and this dog was a happy dog. And this happy dog, he heard all about this house of mirrors. And he decided, let me go and see this house of mirrors. So he came near the house of mirrors. As he arrived near the house of mirrors, he was so happy. He was so excited. There was full of joy in his face, and he was smiling, and his tail was wagging with excitement. And as he entered into the house of mirrors, he seen 1,000 happy dogs looking at him. They were smiling and they were so happy. And then this happy dog smiled even more and wagged his tail even more. And all the other dogs in the mirror started wagging its tail and smiling even more. And it looked at it and said, wow, such a wonderful place to be in. Look at all these so happy pictures. Very nice. I must visit this place again and again. And he happily comes up. In the same village, there was another dog. In the same village, there was another dog. This dog was not at all happy. He was an unhappy dog, sad, with a long face. And he also heard about this house of mirrors. And he said, I've heard so much about it. Let me go and see. So now this dog, he comes to the house of mirrors. And as he comes there, he's sad. He's not at all happy. He's an unhappy dog. And so what did he see? He's seen 1,000 unhappy dogs, all sad. And then he began to growl, make angry faces. He was frustrated. He was irritated. And he growled. And then what did he notice? He noticed all the other dogs in the mirror to growl. He said, what a place this is. So unhappy. Everybody is growling. Look at the way they're shouting, making so much of noise. I'm not going to be here. This is not the place. I don't want to be in a place like this. And so he quickly runs out of the house of mirrors. He ran out. Did you understand the lesson, children? Did you understand the story? Tell me, what did this talk about? You know, it talks about people. It talks about our face. It talks about how we look. It talks about how we present ourselves. It talks about what type of place we like to be. Now, if we are angry and always sad and people around us are always the same type, will you like to be there? Definitely no. Where will you like to be? You will like to be in places where people are happy, they are bubbly, they are joyful, and they are kind, and they are good, right? Don't we, children? What did it explain to you? It talks about we can change the environment. We can change the atmosphere. What we are, we will tend to be. Or what we are, we try to be in that kind of atmosphere. And it is not good to always carry a grumpy, angry, sad face. Okay? We need to be bubbly children. We need to be happy. Isn't it? You understood now? Okay? We are the people who can change the atmosphere. We are the people who can change the environment around us. We are the ones who can make our things around us happy and creative and looking good. Right, children? Who can do it? We can do it. You see, that happy dog, he was happy and everybody around was happy. Right? So, you understood, children? Now, let me take you to page number 26. Before I can read the lesson to you, I will take you to page number 27, which talks about the words and the meanings. Page number 27. What does page number 27 talks about? Let's go to the new words. New words. Arrive. Okay. Let me read it for you. Arrived, reach a place, wagging, moving from side to side, bounced. You know, we bounce a ball. That's bounce. It hits the ground and comes back. Bounced, moving quickly away from a surface after hitting it. Growled, made a low sound, usually in anger. Stare, look at for a long time with eyes wide open, horrified, shocked very much. Okay, what happened to the angry dog? When he growled, he seen the 1,000 other mirrors growling. Okay, what was the situation? How do you think you would have found him? You would have become scared, horrified. Okay, understood, children? Let's move on. The House of Mirrors from page number 26. Children, please keep your pencils along with you as I read. Okay? Watch carefully. And as I read, I will also tell you to underline the difficult words. Right, children? The House of Mirrors. Long ago, in a small village, far away village, I'm sorry, long ago in a small, far away village, there was a place known as House of Thousand Mirrors. Underline mirrors, children. A small, happy little dog learned of this place and decided to visit the house. What do you mean by learned? Learned means heard, came to know. That's the meaning of this in this context. A small, happy little dog learned of this place, heard, came to know of this place and decided. What do you mean by decided? Decided means make up the mind. Okay, so he decided, he made up his mind to visit the house. You can underline learned and decided. When he arrived, he bounced happily up the stairs to the doorway of the house. Bounce means jumping with joy. You know, children, suppose I tell you, children, let's go out. Okay, let's go to watch a movie. What will you do? You'll feel happy, right? You'll jump with joy. Okay, that's bounced. Understood? The dog jumped, bounced with joy. It looked through the doorway with his eyes lifted high and his tail wagging as fast as it could. When you're happy, you cannot be quiet. you'll keep you'll keep nodding your head, right? Or you'll do some kind of action when you're excited. You cannot be silent. 100% I know. Nobody can be silent when they're happy. They need to express it, right? So now this dog was so happy, it was wagging its tail. To his great surprise, he found himself staring at 1,000 other happy little dogs with their tails wagging just as fast as his. What did he see? To his great surprise, he was so surprised. He's the only dog, right, that went into the house. And what did he see? 1,000 dogs in the mirror was wagging the tail. So that was really surprising. He smiled a great smile and was answered with 1,000 great smiles, just as warm and friendly. What do you mean by warm? Warm means always like welcoming. Okay. You welcome people. You invite them. You have a smile that just welcomes them. That's warm, caring, showing kindness. Okay. You're expressing. Okay. Now he was warm, he was kind, he was a friendly dog, and happy dog. And all the other mirrors reflected the same. So as he left the house, he thought to himself, speaking to himself, this is a wonderful place. I will come back and visit it often. I'll come back again and again, quite often. Because how did he feel? He found it very happy. Now, don't we, children? If we have friends that are always joking and laughing and making us happy, don't we like to be with them? Or will you be with a friend who's always fighting and troubling you and irritating you or always sad? Will you like to be in such a group? Definitely no. You don't like, right? Always people like to be in places where we are happy. Makes us also feel happy. So if we want to feel happy, how should we be? We also need to make people happy, right? We also need to keep a happy face, smiley face, and look good. You know, children, you all like smiley pictures, right? Tell me why you like smiley pictures. Because you feel so happy, right? That's how it is. In the same village, another little dog who was not quite as happy as the first one, decided to visit the house. He slowly climbed the stairs and hung his head low as he looked into the door. He was unhappy, right? So he's coming. When he saw the thousand unfriendly looking dogs staring back at him, he growled at them and was horrified to see thousand little dogs growling back at him. As he left, he thought to himself, this is a horrible place and I will never go back there again. So, children, now what I want you to do, read this lesson, children. Okay? All the difficult words which you find it, mark it. Write the words at least 2 to 3 times, at least 3 times. Learn the words and then in a single line book, write it. Please write in print writing only. Now I'm talking about the words that you find it difficult, underline. Okay, all the words that you find as you read the lesson, you find these words difficult or you've taken somebody's help to teach you, underline those words. And then learn the words. As you learn it, write it down 3 times in a single line book and then send it to me on your assignment group. Is that clear, children? Have a wonderful time. I'll meet you in my next class. Bye-bye, children.